He's Casey, I'm Dave, and we are the Football Dudes. Welcome to the Sunday Six Pack, where we crack open six of the tastiest stories in the NFL. Are you ready, brother?
I'm ready. Let's do this thing.
All right. And if you want more football goodness, the Trend Zone now available for subscription on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcasts. Let's get things cracking, Casey. Get it started with the rule changes for 2026.
Yeah, we're just outside the owners' meetings. Few rule changes for the NFL. They did a couple tweaks on the kickoff stuff. They brought back the onside kick at any time during the game, which is pretty
Nice.
cool. A couple of things here. They're allowing league personnel to consult with on-field officials if something happened. If your guy gets punched and the refs don't see it, New York can call down and say, "Hey, throw
Yeah.
this bum out of the game." And also, Dave, for this year, just in case it goes south with the referees,
Right.
which it looks like it just might, a 1-year amendment to allow New York to correct clear and obvious mistakes made by on-field officials that impact the games. This is referring to the Fail Mary in Seattle all those
Yes.
years ago, the end of the game. One guy had a touchdown, one incomplete, clearly
Woo!
incomplete, called a touchdown. Seahawks get with the win. So that's in case the refs don't get a new deal done. And it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, and it does seem to be with those last two ones you mentioned that they're just kind of cracking the door open a little bit more there on the eye in the sky concept, where we are with gambling and such as it is. We've got to get these calls right, even if
Absolutely.
the refs on the field miss a little something here or there. We see it at home, so
Yep.
we need them to take care of business there. All right,
Agreed.
moving it on. The next story is Kirk Cousins is a Raider.
Who else is a raider? The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won. Dave, Kirk Cousins, man, this guy just keeps making money. He's going to
He
the
knows how to
Raiders.
work it.
I know, man. Really good deal for him. He goes to a team that is in need of a starting quarterback. Speculation that Fernando Mendoza will be the pick there for the Raiders. So this is a great opportunity for Fernando to sit behind and watch a seasoned vet. And Dave, now you got a couple really good guys in Cousins and Mendoza speculatively on the Raiders. What's going on here, dude? New image?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like the Raiders are making some good decisions here. They've got a guy that can go in there. He's a plug and play starter, obviously, and it takes a lot of the pressure off of the young quarterback coming in. So Mendoza, obviously, looking to be the guy there, but does not have to do anything right off the bat. Of course, there's always that temptation. They're going to find an opportunity to get him in the football game at some point or other. So we'll see how long Kirk Cousins can hold Mendoza off if he can
Yeah.
get the Raiders playing good football.
Gonna be interesting.
All right, let's move on to the next one, Casey. It is Travon Walker, and he is cashed in on a monster contract extension.
Oh yeah, Walker's going to stay with the Jags, a 4-year extension. The deal's worth 110 million, Dave. 77 mil in total guarantees, with 50 mil fully guaranteed at signing. Not a bad payday for Travon. He was the first overall pick in 2022, and each year he's just gotten better and better. Back-to-back seasons with 10 sacks. So this guy is a spark plug for this defense, and the Jags feel like they're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, James Gladstone, the guy there pulling the trigger as their GM there. And yeah, that's now with going back in time to the last time they had the number one overall selection, Trevor Lawrence, they got him re signed. Now they get the next dude up that was their number one overall pick re signed in Travon Walker here. And looks like, yeah, that's what you do. You draft and develop, and then you pay those guys. And that's the core of your football team. So, wow. Jaguars pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, the Orlando Jaguars for 2026.
That's right. Speaking of big contracts, though, Casey, the Super Bowl stud wide receiver, the offensive player of the year, JSN for the Seahawks, gets a monster extension himself.
Jaxon Smith-Njigba.
Okay.
I would have to say like Dr. Evil, but it comes that way. Yeah, record-breaking extension for JSN, 4 years, $168.6 million extension. So he'll be under contract with the Seahawks for 6 years now. They wanted to go ahead and get this thing dialed in.
Yeah.
Last year, they cleared the way. They moved out DK Metcalf. They moved on from Tyler Lockett, said, hey, this is your squad. And he rewarded the squad for making that investment in him. And now they're rewarding him by making that investment in him. Him and Sam Darnold, great combination, helped the Seahawks get to and win the Super Bowl. This is a win-win for the squad and for the player. Great dude, hard worker, top receiver in the NFL, and they've got him locked up for a long time.
Yeah, total guarantees on this one over $120 million and fully guaranteed at signing, almost 70 million, 69.13 million. Signing bonus 35 million bucks. Yeah, pretty good deal for JSN there. Not bad at all.
Steve Largent saying, what the hell?
Yeah, right. Everybody from 20 years is saying 20 years ago is saying what the hell. Speaking of these Seahawks, Casey, the NFL has done it again. The Seahawks, of course, opening the season this year, but it's a little different this time.
Yeah, they're going to do it on Wednesday, September 9th at Lumen Field there in Seattle. And the reason they're doing this is to make an accommodation for the first ever regular season game in Melbourne, Australia. That will be their NFC West divisional mates, the 49ers and Rams. That will happen on Thursday. So NFL starting with the Wednesday and Thursday back-to-back, 2 nights worth of football. So we've kind of speculated on who the other opponent could be for this game. We won't know until later in May for the schedule release. But, Dave, the Cardinals would make sense because the Rams and the Niners are both playing week 1, not the sexiest of opening matchups, though.
Yeah, and we've also got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chargers from the AFC West. League, I believe, is a little nervous that Mahomes will not be ready for that game. Chargers put on a good performance last year to open the season in Sao Paulo, so maybe they're under consideration. But a couple more choices still available that are possible.
Yeah.
This one.
My Dallas Cowboys, although the Cowboys opened the season last year in Philly, and that's going to bring the eyeballs. So that's screaming a standalone Sunday game, either afternoon or night. Still got the New York Football Giants. Dave, what about a Super Bowl rematch week 1, the New England Patriots?
Yeah, and that would work great here, except that would kind of be like a week 7 game or 8 game on a Sunday night. For me, this game's going to get eyeballs no matter what. The other team that's available here because of the scheduling is the Chicago Bears, and that could be a really fun opponent there. Who knows? It could be pretty exciting. So a lot of good choices there. No obvious one, except we've eliminated a couple of them.
Yeah, totally. It won't be the Rams and it won't be the 49ers. Other than that, we'll find out.
Yeah, and most likely not the Chiefs, just because of the nervousness that Mahomes wouldn't be available for that game. Casey, let's
They're going to let the Chiefs have a bye for the first 3 weeks until Mahomes gets back.
Yeah. Right. And they accommodate the superstars in this league, right, Casey? All right, moving on to Casey, the NFL draft is flying up on us, dude. This is super exciting, but yeah, it's coming right at us.
Dave, today, Saturday, April 4th, or Sunday, April 5th, depends when you listen. Either way, the draft just a couple short weeks away. Thursday, April 23rd in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, dude. It's going down, man. I cannot wait for this thing. It's bigger than NBA playoffs. It's bigger than NHL playoffs, bigger than any baseball game going down. The NFL will dominate ratings with this draft.
No doubt about it, Casey. And they made a little tweak to that first round, that first day of the draft, which is the first round on that Thursday there. Normally it was 10 minutes per team to make the selection. This year they trimmed that down to 8 minutes, and that 2 minutes is going to push this thing at breakneck speed, really. So conceivably will shave close to an hour off of this, speculatively, off of what is normally like 3 hours and 15 or 3 hours and 20 minutes, something like that. So, man, that could really, really crank up the pacing. It'd be pretty exciting.
Dude, it's gone from a bunch of crusty old white dudes sitting in rooms smoking cigs, wearing terrible clothes, to a made-for-TV event. One of the biggest events in all of sports, and it's not even a game, dude. It's the draft. But
yeah,
they've crafted this thing and made it must-see TV. And, sickos like you and myself will be glued in watching
Yeah.
it.
Making it a 3-day event that starts on Thursday. It used to be Saturday and Sunday. Taking it on the road and showcasing it to different cities, NFL cities. It's all been awesomely developed now, and here
Yep.
we are. Cannot wait for the NFL draft.
It's going to be so good, dude. Raiders with the first overall pick.
Yeah.
Tons of speculation that Fernando Mendoza will be the guy there. And of course, the Seahawks coming in at 32. But I'm anticipating a bunch of trades night one.
Ooh. Yeah. Handful of teams have multiple picks. Other teams have no first round picks. So it should be pretty exciting. There's a lot of ammunition for teams to move around. And these newer GMs love to wheel and deal. So it's very, very exciting.
Hell yeah, dude. Cannot wait.
All right. So many ways to check out the Football Dudes Trend Zone, available for subscription: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is the Football Dudes. You can find us there. Like us on Instagram and Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Football Dudes LA, and make sure you tag us across all social media platforms.
Or just go to footballdudes.com. It's all there for you. That is going to do it for the Sunday six pack. We're not the suits that talk football. We're the dudes that know football. For Casey, I'm Dave, and we are out of here.